What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you saw my last video at Le Grind, you saw that I announced that I will be doing Unbound 200 on a tandem, and I kind of wanted to elaborate a little bit on that. So last week, Corey Smith, who lives out in Emporia, hit me up and he said, Ty, how would you feel about piloting a tandem bike for Unbound 200 for a friend of mine who is blind? He has done a few Unbound 200s. He actually won the DK 200 in 2017, but his normal pilot is not available for this year's race. So initially, I didn't really know what to say. I was kind of like, well, I was just going to go out there and kind of, hang out and ride and just, do whatever and piddle around at the expo. But that kind of would have just been the easy answer. Like, because I have some anxiety about this, I'm just going to say no. But then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, this guy isn't able to pilot his own bike. How freaking cool would it be to give him the opportunity to experience another Unbound 200? And honestly, it gives me another opportunity to compete in the event as well. So I thought about it for like 10 minutes. I kind of chatted back and forth with Corey, and then eventually I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's freaking go. I am in. Let me know what I need to do. So we kind of got a group text going with all of us on it, and the cyclist, his name is Tim. He was wounded in Iraq, and because of his injuries, he lost his vision, and so now he is an avid cyclist. So I actually met Tim last weekend at Le Grind. He was racing at Le Grind, and then this past week I went out to Lawrence where Tim lives, and we did a practice ride on the tandem. Hey Tim, I'd say we're getting this thing figured out.
Yep, yeah, made upright the entire time, so
hey,
yeah, that's for anything better.
This is freaking fun. And I'll say this, before we did the practice ride, I had a ton of anxiety. I didn't know what to expect, and after a few miles, I started to pick it up, and it was really, really simple. The hardest thing is kind of getting started, and once I got the hang of that, it was all good. So I'm going to go back to Lawrence this next coming week and do another practice ride, and then hopefully like Memorial Day weekend, Tim and I are going to do another like longer practice ride on gravel. But now that I'm officially in Unbound 200, there is some training that needs to go with that. So we're going to meet up with Reese the Rocket, Big Dog Dustin Stock, and Lefty. Wanted to bring you guys along, talk about Unbound 200, maybe get their thoughts, and crush some big gravel miles. Typically, before any race or long ride, I just do oatmeal and a banana. But the boy Lefty brought me Burger King ham, egg, and cheese croissant, so I'm smashing on that. Before Unbound this year, I'm staying in the dorms this year. Never stayed in the dorms, but apparently they have a phenomenal breakfast, so I'll probably just stick to like some oats and a banana there. This is the Big Dog Dustin Stock. Before I met this dude, I didn't even know there were such things as gravel races, and I saw him do DK 200 in 2018. And he beat the sun and he had a good day, and I was hooked at that point. When I got ready to do my DK 200 in 2019, he said, what are you gonna eat? I showed him what I had for food, and he goes, you need way more than that. So he gave me some bars. He said, have all of this eaten by the first rest stop, and if you don't, Kim needs to slap you. You remember that?
No, that's pretty good advice.
Yeah, I had
to slap you.
She didn't have to slap me. I did what Dustin said.
Sip, nibble, nibble, nibble.
So I basically just took his advice, and I ate a lot and drank a lot, and I stayed up with my nutrition, and it worked. So
and suffer a lot.
And suffer a lot. But Dustin taught me, he's been my coach in a sense.
I'm no coach.
Well, he kind of told me a format for riding before the event. Lots of time in the saddle. Kind of drew me out a little plan, didn't you?
A little bit.
He drew me out a plan. Taught me about nutrition. So
now this is your plan, 125 miles today, is that right?
125 is the plan today. This will be the last big volume day, I guess. Well,
rule of 3 next week.
Rule of 3 next weekend, and then kind of taper. But Dustin, thanks, man.
Hey, have fun.
Yeah, you could call me filthy. 어머리에서 왔지. NYC Timberland 구두 입고 왔지. LAX touchdown.
Hey, we found the rocket. Woo!
I ain't sleep in a beat, sleep on a beach, and I'm on it, 도착했지, 난 아직 알지.
Hey Dustin, what's your favorite things to eat for long bike rides?
Salted caramel waffle thing, and the salted caramel gels. All salted caramel.
What do you like to drink?
Scratch. Strawberry lemonade.
I got a lot of things on my mind, Haji. You are the suckers playing games. I've been through it all. Gio got the ends and put into a song. Stupid long. Get in the car, jiggle, rodeo driving. Sonny,
And then there were 3.
down, cruising down, freeway vibing. California calling, LA got the party. Jetting out of Cape Town, terracotta, get down. Hold on, yeah. Venice Beach, Malibu.
And if you guys are racing the 200 or 350 for Unbound, I would recommend carrying a few of these in your pack and reapplying here and there. Just helps.
That's the truth, hold my soul, hold on, yeah. Hold up, yeah. I talk it Beverly, off that century, know what I mean? Know what I mean? 나 지금 왔지, you know. 파란새로 왔지, 나 멀리 갔지. Okay, I'm out here chilling on the balcony, 여기.
I'm gonna rule out Burger King breakfast sandwiches before Unbound. I just spent
Note to self.
yeah, I had a little episode at the Casey's bathroom in Lewisburg. Luckily I got there in time, so it will be oatmeal and a banana for breakfast of Unbound morning. But right now we're smashing some Casey's pizza.
좋지 좋아할 줄 몰라서 난 지금 쏘미 and so many times 뉴욕 절대 떠날 생각도 마라 flying high 좋은 날씨 피해 Cali.
Yo, Reese Boy Fowler, aka Reese the Rocket. What's good?
What's happening?
Hey, what do you like to eat for long rides?
On the bike, I like Untapped. I like their ginger mix, just like Lefty here. Ginger mix in the bottle, and then their Untapped maple syrup to eat. It's kind of like, it's a nice smooth gel. Doesn't mess with your stomach. It's great. Just a Ted King. He's the man.
I've been dreaming about this ever since day one. I was young, 어렸을 때부터 제일.
And then there were 2.
Talk about the money 내가 벌었던 버릇없이 talk about my day ones 내가 버렸던 dreaming of a brighter day.
Thinking about Unbound 200 and riding a tandem for 200 miles, one thing that has kind of eased my nervousness is the conversations I've had with Tim. Tim is so positive and he's like, Ty, it's just about having fun. We're gonna be out there to have a good time. So it's kind of the approach I think you have to take with any race. Regardless of what happens, just have a good time.
Hey, you know I had to dim it some. 찾아가야 되는 길이 이미 길었어. 가야 되는데 hopping off of that brand new pants. Okay, now no new friends. When am I God that I'm innocent? 나 기억해 주머니.
Hey Lefty, what do you like to eat for long bike rides?
Usually, I get me about 2 servings of mashed potatoes, put them right here in this feed bag. On top of that, get me about 2 slivers of honey brown sugar ham slices. Put that right on top, and with my strong hand, I just dip on in there, and then it's real easy. Just take the bag off, put it in the washing machine, no big deal.
What a weirdo. So for me, I go with more of a traditional route. I like the Stinger waffles, the goo waffles, the Untapped waffles, whatever, they all taste similar to me. I'll mix in some of the Cliff blocks. Those are really good. And then towards the end of long races, I go with gels because it gets harder to eat. And in my bottles, I go with the First Form Ultraformance for my electrolytes and carbs. Really like that stuff. So eat often, eat early, sip, 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 nibble, nibble, nibble.
All
right, just finished up 125.14 miles. Elevation gain 5,911 feet, 15.2 average, 4,227 calories burned. So a little Unbound 200 prep there. If you are interested in another Unbound prep video, click the video on the screen right now. But either way, guys, appreciate you checking out that video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, keep crushing it.